Sixers fans, what is good? We got some breaking news to discuss. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe for more Sixers content. As you can see right here is a QR code. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet for the most realistic content right here on YouTube, scan that. It will take you right to the channel so you can subscribe. To it to all of the people that are new. And guys, don't forget, the Sixers play-by-plays are back. They are back as the Sixers take on the New York Knicks tomorrow at noon Eastern. At noon in Eastern in Abu Dhabi. So I will be live for that, covering that game. And make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's get right into it. But first, it's time to play the intro.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not, think a straight kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south. You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back.
Oh, guys, I forgot to take this overlay off, but make sure you guys subscribe to the channel by scanning this barcode. Make sure you guys scan this barcode and it will lead you to the channel so you can subscribe to it. Let me find the overlay here. There it is. That was funny. I was trying something new. Yeah, guys. Trying a new layout here, trying different ways to up the streams. So make sure you guys give me a second here. There we go. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff. Quentin Grimes accepts his qualifying offer. Jared McCain is going to be out for some time. A lot to discuss. Kelly Oubre is still here. Andre Drummond is still here, sadly. Oh my God. And if you guys didn't watch last week's Pick and Roll podcast with Blaze and I, Kyle Lowry now joins Amazon Prime as a broadcaster. We're going to get into that as well. What is up, Daniel? What is up, my guy? Thank you for stopping by. Just posted this out on the story, brother. Appreciate that. Again, guys, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at noon Eastern. Make sure you guys tune in for the Sixers play-by-play as they go up against the New York Knicks in Abu Dhabi. Make sure you guys do all of that. Here's the thumbnail so you guys can see it. All right. Again, I'm going live tomorrow at noon for the Sixers to take on the New York Knicks in Abu Dhabi. Make sure you guys tune in, share out the stream, and let's get the stream popping, guys. It's going to be fun tomorrow. I'm sure we're going to yell. I'm sure we're going to scream. I'm sure we're going to rant. But we got to discuss the NBA line, the Sixers lineup tonight. Make sure you guys tune in for that. And then Bona playtime? It looks like it, man. It looks like it. Hold on. Style. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. All right. It's VJ's time to sign. Thank you, Grimes. I agree to that. We got to deep dive into this Quentin Grimes deal and the good, the bad of it. We're just going to talk about it. You're excited for the game? Yes, sir. It's on NBA TV. If you guys did not know, it's also on NBC Sports Philadelphia. So if you guys are looking for the game, make sure you check that out. Unfortunately, I cannot stream the game on Saturday. Yeah, unfortunately, right? I got a family thing to do. Everything's good. We're just hanging out with the family. My cousin's second kid was born, so we're going to meet the new baby, give him gifts and all that. So make sure you guys tune in Saturday night. Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, I will be live streaming the San Antonio Spurs. No, not the Spurs. Hold on. What is up, Marco? Again, the Orlando Magic against the Miami Heat. There we go. I'll be streaming the Orlando Magic against the Miami Heat Saturday night to make up for the missed game at noon. Make sure you guys tune in for that. Do they have an NBA stadium in Abu Dhabi, or do they just build one for this game? I'm sure they have a stadium of some kind over there because they're trying to have the NBA games out of the country. So I'm sure they have. Watching playoff baseball. Let me know who's playing and let me know who's winning or losing. I don't care about baseball, but I'm just saying. All right. So how do you like this layout here? I like it. I think it's good for the Sixers alert here. I think it's good. Your chat will go right up there. And I'm going to work on something new for the play-by-plays tomorrow. So that is what I'm going to do after the stream. So enough jibber-jabber. Let's just get right into it. Guys. I got a lot to say about this. Where's the overall? There it is. Hold up. Love the idea, though. It would be great if they built stadiums in players' hometowns for a series called Hometown Games. I like that. It's a bit clever there. If you could position in the middle, that would be great. What? Position what in the middle? What, the cat? What, this layout here? I'm so confused, DFJ. But let's just get right into the biggest topic of the Sixers news in a long time. The biggest topic. We've been waiting for this for God knows how long. I thought Quentin Grimes wouldn't come back to Philly. I thought he was just trying to hold out. Yeah, the layout. Like, where should I put this? I think it's pretty. Hold on. Let's see. Can I? Oh, I'll go over here for that. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah, Quentin Grimes. All right, there we go. Oh, wait. It was already in the middle. It was already in the middle, bro. It was already in the middle. It was already in the middle. Yeah, finally, Quentin Grimes. It was actually in the middle. I just looked. It was in the middle. So, all right. Let's just get right into it. All right. Per Sam Charania, restricted free agent Quentin Grimes is signing a new. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't read. Restricted free agent Quentin Grimes is signing a 1-year, $8.7 million qualifying offer to return to the Philadelphia 76ers. Agent David Borum told ESPN. Grimes will now hold an inherent no trade clause and enter more flush market in the unrestricted free agent next summer. What do I got to say about this? Grimes, you're an idiot. Grimes just gave up. That's basically it. You know what? I try to give up my best, try to ask for 25 mil per year, try to know my value, and the Sixers are like, no, we see you, man. We see you. We're not going to give you 25 mil per year. We're not even going to give you 20 mil per year. You took a 1-year, 8.7 mil. Quentin Grimes is an absolute idiot. His trade stock dropped. His trade stock is nowhere to be found at all. You know, ground level is below ground level. That's what the trade offer is. So, with the qualifying offer, he's going to have a lot of chances for him to up his trade value. That is what is going to happen. But he does have a no trade clause. So at the end of next season, he's going to try to get his stock up so someone will give him more money. So someone will give him maybe like 3 years, 15 mil or something like that. He's just trying to get more and more money. And that is the only reason why he agreed to the qualifying offer. Same thing with Cam Johnson. Not Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas over at Brooklyn. He tried, Nets didn't budge. He took a qualifying offer. So Cam Thomas is going to be like, okay, let me up my stock. Let me try to get better. And, maybe teams will give me a bag later on in the offseason. But the only player in the restricted free agency so far that actually made out quite good, Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga got a 2-year, $48.5 million deal. He made out. He could have got more if he stuck to his guns, but he's like, yeah, I'm stuck here. I'm going to be with Golden State. And Golden State made a lot of strange moves. I will be talking about that on the Pick and Roll podcast on Thursday. Make sure you guys tune into that on the Hardcore Sports Network. But without further ado, Quentin Grimes, you're an absolute idiot. I mean, just keep on holding out. We'll see what happens, but he just gave up. We're not going to see him in Abu Dhabi, I think. I don't think he's going to be here in Abu Dhabi for the game tomorrow. I don't think he went. The Sixers have no reason now to play Grimes over McCain or Vijay. Now he'll barely have an opportunity to earn a big contract next offer season. Here's another thing with Grimes, right? Here's another thing. Which option is he going to be, right? Which option is Quentin Grimes going to be? He's not going to be the first option. That's going to be Maxey or Embiid. He's not going to be the second option. That's going to be Maxey or Embiid. He's not going to be the third option. That is Paul George. He's not going to be the fourth option. That's pretty much Aaron McCain when he's healthy. Fifth option? He's really going to be the fifth option on this team. And you still got Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre could possibly leap over Quentin Grimes. Yes, I know Grimes averaged 21 mil 21 mil. I know Grimes averaged 21 points per game since he was here with the Sixers. Everyone was injured, dude. Everyone was freaking injured. And it's just like, next man stepped up. Shout out to Grimes for that. You stepped up, but did it really work at the long run? Did it really work in the long run? I'm going to say no to that. Maybe for the season, probably not. But after that, in the future, we got to see how him and his agency play it out. We got to wait and see. Grimes, is he really worth that guy? Because he's been trying to bark up. I think he was trying to qualify. Not qualify. I think he was trying to get what, 30 mil? He requested 30 mil per year, I think. Hold on. He requested 30 mil. At one point, I'm going to share the screen here. At one point, Quentin Grimes requested 30 mil per year. He requested 30 mil per year. And I'm like, hold up. Quentin Grimes reportedly requested 30 mil per year from the Sixers. 30 mil per year? Dude, are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? This guy thinks he's all that because he averaged 21 points per game when everyone was injured. And you guys remember when he was on Dallas Mavericks? When he was with the Mavericks and he had Luka there, he was not getting that many opportunities with the ball. Let's be honest. He was not getting that many opportunities with the freaking ball. What Grimes is doing, he was basically a catch-and-shoot guy over in Dallas. Now he comes over to Philly. He gets traded here. Obviously, we won that trade because we gave them Caleb Martin, and Caleb Martin was still injured throughout that. So we definitely won the trade there. But the only reason Grimes was able to average 21 points per game is just because everyone was injured. Let me know in the chat, or if you're watching this back on replay, are you guys shocked that Grimes scored that much? Are you surprised, shocked that he scored that much when everyone was injured on the floor? Everyone was injured, and that's the only way he got his points, his shots up. That's how he got everything. Now, is he actually going to be a starter? There's actually an opportunity for Quentin Grimes to be the starter. And I'm like, is Quentin Grimes going to be the starter? We're going to go through the starting lineups because as of right now, what I've seen was Maxey, Grimes, Edgecombe. No, it was Maxey, Grimes, George Oubre, and Embiid. That was the starting five I've been seeing. Maxey, Grimes, Oubre, George, Embiid. Those are the starting five I've been seeing. And now I'm like, no. I mean, the variety of oh my God, I can't read today. I mean, the variety of ways in which he was scoring, I didn't think he was capable of doing that. I didn't either. At first, I didn't know that. But then once you saw everyone is injured, who else was going to get the rock? When everyone was injured, DFJ, who else was going to get the rock? Nobody. Nobody else was going to get the rock when all their top guys were out. So he had a good opportunity here. Quentin Grimes had a very good opportunity here. And what did he do? He wasted it. I feel like he actually wasted it. He stood his ground. He requested for 30 mil per year. And then he's like, you know what? Let's take the qualifying offer. 1 year, 8.7 mil. You guys know, I thought he was not going to come back. I thought he didn't want to play in Philly anymore. That's what I was getting at. But now it's just like, oh, I'm here. I took the qualifying offer. Let me try to get my game up. Let me try to get my stock back up. So that way people will give me the bag the next offseason. Here's a no trade clause, right? No trade clause. So the Sixers are hoping, that they could still bring him back in the offseason. They're still hoping that Quentin Grimes still wants to come back. Honestly, the Sixers are played this well. Props to Daryl Morey. He actually played this well. Don't budge. Let him do all the buzzing. Let him keep on throwing out offers. He was rejecting the Sixers offers. Grimes was rejecting the Sixers offer. So it's just like, what? Grimes, you did this to yourself, man. You did this to yourself. Is Grimes really worth it? Is he really worth being here? Let me address DFC's comment, and then we're going to go to the next point. Once no other team gave him an offer, I knew he would return to the Sixers because he had no other choice. Which team? I really want to know what other teams gave him the offer. I really want to know what other teams are like, here, we'll give you this, we'll give you this, we'll give you this. I really want to know what teams gave him an offer. Because if I know what team and what offer they gave him, it'd be like, okay, the Sixers had to match it because he was restricted. But if they gave him too much, it'd be like, yo, we don't want him that much. You go. You go. You go. All right. This, what I'm about to bring up, it's just insane. What I'm about to bring up is insane. But first, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share to the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys, for the best Sixers content out there, like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff, man. Do all of that stuff. I'm going all in this NBA season. I am going all in on this NBA season. Friday night, it's going to be a big stream. Friday night, it's the Sixers Lounge Friday night, whatever, NBA, whatever it is. It's already scheduled. You can hit the notification bell there. That stream, we're going to go through the preseason schedule, and we're going to pick which games I'm going to stream. That is Friday night. So Friday night at 8 o'clock, as of right now, I might have other plans. I might have to cancel or move the stream up. So as of right now, not every Friday, this coming Friday. All right. Now for the biggest thing known demand. Now for the biggest thing known demand. Did the people forget that the Sixers let go of Gerson Yabusele for an attempt to keep Quentin Grimes? They let go of Gerson Yabusele to the New York Knicks. On like a 2-year deal, and now we got Grimes on a qualifying offer. We lost a player who brings hustle, who brings effort, who brings the energy, and it was the true definition of Philadelphia, and that was Gerson Yabusele. Now Gerson Yabusele is in the New York Knicks, and now Quentin Grimes, a 1-year, $8.7 million qualifying offer. The Sixers don't really have a power forward. They don't. Their starting lineup is Paul George at the 4. You can put Kelly Oubre there. Yes, you got Trendon Watford. You can put Adem Bona at that spot. You can put another big man at the spot, Janai Broom, for example. But we don't really have a solidified starting 4. Gerson Yabusele could have been that. He paid for a house. He bought a house in Philly. And now he's gone. We got Quentin Grimes on a qualifying offer. The Sixers offseason was a dud. This offseason was so bad. Yes, we got Edstrom. That's the highest spot. Edstrom, Janai Broom, you let go of Grimes, or not Grimes, you let go of Yabusele, and now you're just sitting here like, well, there goes Grimes. There goes Yabu. For a guy that has 1 year, $8.7 million. People are talking about the backcourt now. The backcourt, right? You got Maxey, you got McCain, you got Edstrom, and now Grimes. Don't forget Kyle Lowry. Don't forget Eric Gordon. We still have 6 backcourt players. And now Yabu's gone. A lot of people are not going to understand why losing Yabusele was the biggest loss of this offseason. The biggest loss. You gave Embiid an extension. You gave Paul George his contract. It's just crazy to me what the Sixers are doing this offseason. This offseason was a major loss for the Sixers. Major loss. I'm going to miss Gerson Yabusele. There's going to be times, guys, when I stream a basketball game, if it's the Knicks, if it's the Sixers against the Knicks, I'm going to miss Yabu. I am going to miss Yabusele. I'm telling you, Gerson was just the biggest loss that the Sixers had. But if you want to talk about Embiid being one of the lowest losses in the league or this offseason, okay, I can meet with you there. Don't know when that guy's going to play. You don't know when Paul George is going to play. Now you know that Gerson Yabusele is gone. Now you know that Gerson Yabusele is gone. Yeah, DFJ, that was the. I think it was the biggest loss. I'm gonna put on my community tab after this stream. Losing Gerson Yabusele, was that the biggest loss for the Sixers? Yes? No. I'm glad I got to see Yabu play in a Sixers jersey. Me too. And the definition, or not the definition, the way that Gerson Yabusele became a Sixer, he was with Boston. He went overseas. He dunked on LeBron. Daryl Morey got him here. 1-year deal. He tried to recruit Yabu for like the last 2 years. You get him here, and then you don't give him more money. You let him walk to the New York Knicks, who look pretty good on paper. The New York Knicks look pretty damn good on paper right now. They're up there in the Eastern Conference right now. People have them going to the NBA Finals. Personally, I don't see that. But they're one of the favorites to win the Eastern Conference. And now Gerson Yabusele is gone. We don't have a 4. Do I see the Sixers making a trade? I don't know. I feel you're on a Yabu loss, but don't you think you should give Trendon Watford a chance? Is he starting? Is Trendon Watford going to start? Is he going to start? Yes or no? I don't see him starting. Yabu had a better chance of starting than Trendon Watford. Trendon, this is the worst part of it. I got flamed for this. I'm going to say this again. I don't care. Trendon Watford is Maxi's best friend, right? That's going to be his shadow. That's going to be him being like, oh, look, I'm Maxi's best friend. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do? Yeah, he's not starting. My point exactly. So when you look at Trendon Watford, he's going to be a nice role player. He's going to be a nice role player. But he's nothing like Yabu. I remember when I was doing a live stream of that free agency, I think Whiteout was there. I think a couple people were in the chat when I was streaming that. Right? They were like, oh, good, Mitch, he's going to be as good as Yabu. You wait. I'm waiting here. Don't have Yabu. Trendon Watford's going to be a role guy. I got to see it. I got to see it with Trendon Watford. If possible. I don't know, man. I don't know. I am glad that they do have Watford for that connection with Maxi. I am glad that they did that. But when you look at this roster, we needed a 4. We needed a 4. And you guys can say positionless basketball, right? You guys can say positionless basketball. Now, when you look at it, it's just like we need someone to complement Embiid, someone to complement Dembona, someone to complement Janai Broom, someone to complement another big. We're going to do small ball 4 with Paul George at the 4. That is just the load of crap. Load of crap. I just don't freaking get it, man. I just don't freaking get it. I'm gonna miss Yabu. With that being said, guys, if you guys haven't yet, oh, hold on. What is up, man? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff for more Sixers content, the most realistic Sixers content on the platform. This management is embarrassing. Dude, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I want to know you guys in the chat right now. What grade would you guys give this offseason? Which grade would you give the Sixers offseason? For me, it's below a C. Below a C. The fact that we have Yabu gone, the fact that we brought Grimes back on a qualifying offer, the fact that we have all of these, like, now I can understand why Kyle Lowry took that position over at Amazon Prime, because we have 5 guards without him, which I still think is stupid for another day. But yeah, Odie's retirement fund, exactly. F minus. I don't blame you. I'm gonna try to do more community posts because I want my community back up when the season starts. Sorry, bro, my phone died, but I'm back. Appreciate you being back, dude. Let me know what grade you give the Sixers off season. What grade? Well, we have decent cash. We do, but here's the thing. Do you trust Daryl Morey? Do you trust Daryl Morey in that front office with that? C? Yeah, I gave it like a C minus. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a C minus, just being generous. Hot take. Is it because they have a Dembona? Is that the reason? Is that the reason we have you give him a B plus because of Dembona? I know you, man. I know you. Yeah, give me actually a good reason. But it's gonna kill me tomorrow when we play the Knicks and I see Yabu there in the Knicks jersey. He's gonna kill me. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. That's gonna be crazy. I think Maury wanted Grimes on a 1-year deal because he wanted to rock. He really wanted to rock with VJ. I could see that. But then why did he bring him back? If you really wanted to rock with Edgecombe, right? If you really want to rock with them, let Grimes go. Just let him go. You just add another problem, or not problem, another error in his offseason, in this rotation. No, I think VJ is really going to improve this lineup, and also I feel like we're going to be much more fast-paced with all the guards, and Embiid seems to do better, so I have high hopes. Fair. I hate the Knicks just as much as Boston now. Hey, me too. I have 2 ESPN logins, one with Fubo, address accessing ESPN Plus. Oh, you got ESPN Plus? You got ESPN Plus? Grimes an asset, whether or not we rock with VJ. Here's the thing with the asset, though. With this whole thing, this whole offseason of him trying to get 30 mil, he requested 30 mil, dude. Here, let me show you this again. He requested 30 mil per year. He wanted 30 mil per year. And I'm just like, he's not worth 30 mil per year. He is not. Look at this. Hey, Wesley, appreciate that. I got their notification. Look at this. 30 mil per year. At one point, Quentin Grimes reportedly requested 30 mil per year from the Sixers. He's not worth even 13 mil. I'm happy he got less than 10. I am so glad he got less than 10 mil. I'm so happy because I did not want 25 mil per year. I didn't even want 20. I don't want 13. I'm glad it's under 10. That's the best thing about it. The fact that it's under 10. Yes, he did. Well, he has every right. I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I'm going to play devil's advocate. The reason he has a big ego, look what he did when everyone was out. When everyone was out, look what he did. 17 mil 2 year. I don't think I would have done that. I don't think I would have done that. So you're asking what? 8? Nah. I would give him 1 year, have him prove it. Have him prove it with everyone out there. Have him prove it. When there's guys out there working their butt off, have him prove it. True, he averaged like 30, so I can give him credit for that. You got to give him credit when credit is due. You got to give Quentin Grimes credit. But here's the thing. Everybody was injured. Everybody was freaking injured. And now you look at this and just be like, whoa, you requested 30 mil? Yeah, you're young. Yeah, you can shoot the rock. Yeah, you're athletic. You can somewhat play defense. That's why I think Grimes might start, because he can somewhat play defense. So, yeah. He's lucky he didn't get. Yeah, not a lot of them. Not a lot of NBA players get less than $1 million. No one, but it's like very low. He's not going to prove it. If he proves it, well, he'll be gone. Yeah. 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 We lost. Yes, the trade value is so down and it's so bad. And you ready for this, guys? He has a no trade clause. He has a no trade clause. Hold on a sec. I want to. There we go. Sorry, I had to fix something on my headset. But, what's good, Ryan? What's good? Make sure you guys go on the vote. Do you guys like the Quentin Grimes deal? Go on that vote on the top of the chat. Appreciate that. And guys, if you want to be a part of my Discord, if you guys want to be a part of my Discord server, let me know in the chat and I'll give you the link to join. There is now a section where you guys should become more involved with the Pick and Roll podcast, where you guys can send us funny memes, where you guys can send us topics to talk about. If you want to join my Discord server, let me know in the chat. I'll drop the link right now. What is up, Rocky, the Birds fan? What is up? Yo, go Birds. Yeah, man. I'm happy about my Birds. And by the way, guys, thank you, Rocky. Thank you. Hold on. I want to show you guys this. So if you guys want more of my Eagles content, yes, I do Eagles content. Not just on my channel. I do it on Streampunk Sports Pennsylvania. That is Streampunk Sports PA Pennsylvania. I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now. This is where you can see my Eagles content. You can see I do videos here. My show Fly Like an Eagle podcast is here. So see, it's the one for Friday at 4 p.m. We're going to talk about A.J. Brown and that whole situation. So if you guys want to check out my Eagles content, please subscribe to my Eagles channel. Please subscribe to my Eagles channel, Streampunk Sports PA. Please subscribe to it. The link is also in the description below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and let me know you did. Let me know. All right. So I'm going to stop saying this. I'm going to go to here and let's go back to the comments. I appreciate that, Rocky. Appreciate that. Thank you. Are the 76ers back? Probably not. Yeah, you got fade. I'm not mad at you. You're allowed to have that. Hold on. How? You're trolling, aren't you? You're trolling. You're trolling because he's part Amazon Prime. He's part Amazon Prime. And let me know, guys, if you want to join the Discord server. If you do, let me know. I'll drop the link in the chat. Let me know, and I'll drop the link in the chat. Hold on. There we go. But, guys, I feel like this offseason was a dud. Quentin Grimes, he lost. He's like one of the biggest idiots. He banked on himself. He was running out of time, and he's just like, you know what? Let's take it. That fatty stinks. Like, subscribe, share, man. Like, subscribe, share. I'll be live tomorrow. Guys, at noon Eastern for the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the New York Knicks in Abu Dhabi. I will be live at noon. You see me with a haircut and a shaved. I'm getting a haircut and a shave tomorrow. So you guys will see this gone. You see my hair. Nice. So make sure you guys tune into that. I agree. There's still a lot of stuff for them to work on, but here's the thing. If everyone is healthy, where do they rank in the Eastern Conference? Where do they rank in the Eastern Conference, guys, if they are healthy? They're far back. PG Watch. Yeah. I'm not liking the Paul George. I'm not liking Joel Embiid. I was out to dinner with my best friend last night. We hang out once a month because he's at work. He's got a lot of stuff going on. So we were talking about the Sixers like we normally do. And he goes, Mitch, I'm not even excited to watch anybody play except for Edgecombe and Maxey. I'm like, dude, you're perfectly fine with that because I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. He's not excited to watch the Sixers at all. I love, like, my best friend and I talk about this all the time. I am not mad. What's the 2 for? I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. What's the 2 for? Cool Cat doesn't care about the Sixers. He does not. It's because of me. He'll start to pay more attention to it because of me. That's the only reason. I know I got the whole fan club for Bona, but all I can genuinely think if VJ can develop and Bona can get more physical and work on his foul trouble, they can be a great duo, partially Harden and Joel. Oh, second in the East. Oh, okay. Second in the East if everyone's healthy. So who would you have for number one? Knicks? Would you have the Knicks number one then? And Sixers 2? Yeah, okay. Second in the East. To me, I think I have this video saved on my watch later. That I have a lot of reaction videos coming up on the channel. So let's see here. The saddest NBA team ever. No one expected it. The 76ers are better than you think. So I got a couple of videos stored right here. We might react to one tonight, depending on how the scene goes. But guys, I really appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, if you're new here, make sure you guys like, subscribe, notification bell for more Sixers content. This channel is mostly Sixers and NBA, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're a true basketball fan. I gotta head out, brother. Hope you have a great night, and let's go Sixers, baby. I'll talk to you later, man. Yo, dude, put your Instagram in the chat. If you haven't left yet. Please react to one. Got it. Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna go with this one. This one is the saddest NBA team ever. It was good. Let's see here. React to Philly's reaction to the Sixers sign PSLY if you're pain. Oh, okay, they dropped one. Did they also interview Maxey? But we definitely needed Grimes at least for the start of the season. Start of the season, I can get with you because the whole Jared McCain and this injury right here, dude, that was just crazy. My dad's a doctor, so I was like, Dad, how does this work? It's just like so random. And he's like, man, it's a shooting hand. I'm like, I get that, but I want the technical terms. I want the medical terms. Yep. So, guys, make sure you smash or hit the like button. No, like up the live stream so then I'll react to the next video. Yeah, make sure you guys like it up. How many likes we got? How many likes we got? We got 11. We got 11. We got to up this up. We got to up this like goal. Here, I'm going to get rid of that as well. So I got the main thing out of the way. I got the main thing out of the way with Quentin Grimes, that whole debacle. Let's talk about Jared McCain. I want to talk about Jared McCain getting injured with, again, Jared McCain getting injured, his hand getting injured. You guys know. I'm one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Jared McCain fan out there. I am. It just sucks to see this over and over and over again. You guys know, everyone wanted Dalton Connect on the Sixers. I wanted Jared McCain. We needed shooting. He provides that. He provides creativity. He provides all that great mentality, all this stuff. Jared McCain, get better, bro. Get better. You're going to be like, he's going to be reevaluated in 4 weeks. So then we got that to look forward to for Jared McCain. So, yeah, we got that to look forward to for Jared McCain. So, Jared McCain, prayers up to you. Hopefully everything's okay. And, yeah, got that out of the way. The quick thing, Kyle Lowry, part Amazon. I think it's stupid. Just retire and go on that. That's all I got to say about that. I had a bigger rant on pick and roll. So, all right, let's go to reacting. Let's react to this video. Let's react to this, and then we'll react to the PSLY. Whiteout, put the link in the chat for me, please. Thank you. All right, let's go into this. Hold on. Got to hit play real quick over here. Oh, wait, no, I got it. All right. The saddest NBA team ever. The saddest NBA team ever. Let's go to this layout. All right. So, shout out to AM Hoops. Shout out to him. He made this video 2 days ago. So, let's just get right into it. So, the saddest NBA team ever.
A few weeks ago, there was a huge buzz on Sixers social media. Not only did Joel Embiid have 2 photos looking skinny as hell, great for his banged up knee, but
I gotta go back to this. How many times are we gonna talk about him losing weight, him looking good? It's the same thing over and over. But hey, it's a new season, right? We gotta wait and see.
Joel Embiid have 2 photos looking skinny as hell, great for his banged up knee. But a video showed Embiid playing basketball without even a knee brace. This is huge. If they get their MVP back in this season, when the East is so weak they can make an NBA Finals? Yes! But is this for real? Because Sixer fans saw 2 photos, a 5-second clip, and went crazy. Not only does...
Yeah, everyone went crazy for that. Everyone went crazy when Embiid was doing a fadeaway without a brace on. Everyone was going crazy, but I was like, guys, slow your horse. It's just a workout thing.
Joel Embiid looked great physically. He took a lot of weight off his shoulders mentally. We are going to see a different Joel Embiid going forward this season. Yeah. So what did Slim Bede finally say to reporters? Well, let's just say it wasn't an answer anyone was expecting. But the reason that this even matters is on paper, a healthy Sixers team is...
Oh my God, I forgot about Andre Drummond. I forgot about Andre Drummond. Oh my God.
Number 1 in the East. FanDuel says the favorite to win is the Cavaliers at plus 210, then the Knicks and the Magic. Yo, a healthy Embiid is by
Okay. The Cavs I can see. The Knicks, yes. Magic, Hawks, Pistons, Sixers. Okay.
far the best player on any of those teams. But we have never seen a healthy Embiid before. It's always some big injury, usually in the playoffs, by the way. And he comes back, looks great for a bit before another issue. But last year felt like a turning point. At no time did he look good. That has never happened. Dude suited up for just 19 games, the most miserable basketball.
You know what started that off? You know what started that off? You know what started that off? Remember when Joel Embiid did a self-lob in the playoffs to against the Knicks? That's what started it. Can we extend Grimes during the season? I think we can. Don't quote me on that.
Basketball we have seen. So since winning that MVP in 2023, after finishing second in back-to-back years, he has played a total of 58 games. Is Joel Embiid done with basketball at 30 years old? Nobody would be shocked by that. So at this media day,
Yeah, I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked.
after a full summer off, viral social media post, Embiid says there is no timetable for his return. What? I am sorry, but Embiid says there is no timetable for his return.
You got shocked? You got shocked by that? I'm not either.
What? I am sorry, but if he didn't just sign a new 3-year max contract, dude might as well just hang it up. But what makes Sixers fans want to pull their hair out is, what is the problem? Like, we don't even know what is wrong with him. A full summer off, and you played just 19 games last year and you still can't play? Why not? Like with an ACL or an Achilles, there's a timetable. But with this injury, it's a mystery. It's like Kawhi or
That goes to the medical. That goes to the medical staff. Yep.
Lonzo Ball. Hey, just bad knees, never the same. But the only thing worse than a max player in street clothes is 2 max players in street clothes, and that's what the Sixers have. Because they paid Paul George, and he immediately crashed out. Dude hurt his knee before last season, which killed his explosiveness. Like, look at this clip of PG just not being able to get past defenders. That hurt his ability to shoot, which is kind of important in basketball. And it turns out that
No shit.
George hurt himself yet again this offseason, has no timetable for return again. Oh, and side note, Paul George said, well, it can't get worse than last year. That was rock bottom. 10 minutes later, the owner was named in the Epstein files. So wrong again, Paul.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
But did the Sixers sign 2 max guys at the exact wrong moment? Like the second after they signed, their careers imploded. That would be like investing it all into Blockbuster right before Netflix comes out, or being really proud of your gigantic CD stash that took you years to collect. You're an idiot. But there are 2 recent teams that have gone through this exact same thing. The first one was the Brooklyn Nets in 2013. They
Yep.
went all in on a big 3 at exactly the wrong time, because it turned out Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett left.
That perhaps should go down as the worst trade in NBA history. That and Luka Doncic.
Their best years back in Boston, and the Nets are still in basketball hell 12 years later. Or the Washington Wizards. You know how the Wizards are like the worst, most irrelevant franchise right now? No offense. Well, in 2017, they were feisty. They took the Celtics to 7 games in the second round of the playoffs, paid both John Wall and Bradley Beal huge deals, and it turns out their careers imploded. Wall became the worst contract in the NBA for years, and Beal just couldn't.
Hi, Bruce. Hi, Bruce. How are you?
Overcome that. But the big difference for Philly is they have a talented group of young players behind their 2 stars. And the best one is Tyrese Maxey. Like, this kid is just 24 years old, already an all-star, and showing more leadership than 90% of guys.
We need a standard. Like, this is who we are every single day, no matter who.
I put the clip on my YouTube channel. That's a YouTube short.
Who plays, no matter who doesn't play. When you see Philadelphia 76ers, this is what you see. You're going to see that team every single night. Every single time you turn the TV on, every single time you step foot in whatever arena that we're playing in, this is the team that you're going to get. And this is the type of culture you're going to get. They're going to do this thing. They're going to do a certain thing a certain way every single night.
Yes. Philly is so lucky to have a player
I'm glad
like
you're doing
that.
well.
I just can't believe it takes one of the youngest guys on the roster to be the biggest leader. They also have number
That comes to mentality with Maxey.
3 pick VJ Edgecombe, amazing rookie Jared McCain. But in the middle of all of this is a huge contract dispute for one of the young guys. Like, they just got on the plane for preseason, yet one of their best players of last year ain't even on that plane. And that's because Quentin Grimes' career has been a roller coaster. He was a 5-star prospect, number 8 in the same class as Zion and RJ Barrett. So he goes to Kansas as a one and done, but struggles badly, transfers to Houston, comes out after his junior year. So the Knicks draft him, and you'd think he is set, but he is already on his 4th NBA
His 4th team. Knicks, Pistons, Mavericks, Sixers.
team in just 4 years. But right when it looked like his career was slipping away,
Man, see, like the team on field is good and what we need. The main thing I don't like about it, Bruce, is the fact we lost Gerson Yabusele. If we kept Yabu and got this, I would have a totally different demeanor. Totally different. But the fact we lost Gerson Yabusele because of this, I can't get behind.
Grimes explodes. In March, dropped 44 on the Warriors. Everybody called it a fluke, but it wasn't. Because over the final 6 weeks, Grimes averaged 26 a game, then topped that Warriors night with 46 against Houston, a legit defense. So just when he breaks out, thinks he's going to get paid, Philly lowballs him. 4 years, $39 million? A slap in the face.
Thank you,
right
Bruce.
now, they are so far apart in negotiations, it looks like Philly could lose Grimes in free agency next year, which could be a disaster. So why don't they just pay him? Because they have 2 other gigantic, huge mistake contracts already on the books, and this new CBA can't take any more risks. They are backed into a corner. So yes, the Grimes mess is real, and Embiid and George are giant question marks. But what if, and I know this sounds crazy, what if everything actually goes right for Philly this year? That would be Daryl Morey's plan all along. Embiid is the best big man in the East. Paul George looks like his old elite number 2 self again, which would mean a 2-way big 2 with an all-star point guard in Maxey running the offense. Morey envisioned a team where defenses cannot load up on Embiid because George is out there spacing the floor, creating his own shot and guarding the other team's best wing. Meanwhile, Maxey is just entering his prime, and he's already proven that he can take over games when needed. Then you add in rookie VJ Edgecombe, Jared McCain, and yeah, maybe they're not ready to be stars, but they don't have to be. They just have to hit shots, bring energy, and give Philly the depth the old.
Don't forget about athleticism. Don't forget about athleticism. Mitch, I feel PG will probably be hurt again a lot this year. Knock on wood, but I think you're right.
Sixers never had. And if Quentin Grimes really is that 26 a night, 2-way player at the end of last year, suddenly this isn't a sad team at all. It's one of the deepest rosters in the league. So yes, the Sixers might be the saddest team in the NBA right now, but if the stars align, they could easily be the scariest. And by the way, the thumbnail of this video is Kyle Lowry. Obviously, you can see why I picked him. He just kind of embodies how sad the Sixers are right now. But to be fair, he's not going to play very much. They actually just announced he's going to have a
Just retire and get out here.
media contract where he's on TV talking about games for Amazon Prime, similar to what Draymond Green does over at TNT. But how many other teams can say they're either super sad or super scary? Actually, there is one more. The New Orleans Pelicans have lived off the Zion hype for years, right? But now people are actually buying it because Zion.
Yeah, I'm not buying that hype. All right, there's one. There's one. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. And now, PSO, I think Whiteout wanted me to react to this. This is 18 minutes. All right. Yeah, I know. I agree with you, Bruce. I agree. All right. All right. Whiteout requested for me to react to this. Let's just get right into it. Breaking Quentin Grimes signs qualifying offer with the Sixers.
All right, hold
Everyone's
up.
job
Time out.
gets.
Breaking news.
There we go.
Shams
That's the qualifying offer.
signing the 1-year, $8.7 million qualifying offer to return to the Philadelphia 76ers. He will now hold and inherit no trade clause and enter a more flush market, as Shams says, in
Well,
unrestricted
thank you
free
to Quentin
agency
Grimes for doing the thing
next
I already
summer.
pre-wrote a story on, so I can publish it immediately.
Yes. Good timing by you, man. Yeah.
Listen,
Hey.
here's what I will say. The short version of the article is exactly what we did on the show
What's the score?
yesterday.
What was the
right?
score?
I think it's a shame that when one
Appreciate
camp
you,
has
Bruce. Have a good
25
night.
million and the other has 10, the obvious thing is just to say, why don't we talk about 15? I think it makes sense.
And again, guys, really quick before I go into this reaction, if you guys want to join my Discord server, you can become more involved with the Pick and Roll podcast. There's a section and there's a category now where you guys can give us questions to talk about. If you want to send us memes to react to, uh, there's a category for you in there. So if you want to join the Discord for that, let me know. I'll put the link in the chat right now.
Or would have made sense for all sides. And instead, you end up in, I don't think it's the worst case scenario, but I think it's a bad scenario if you're laying out
Yeah.
all
Oh,
the
no.
options going into the offseason.
I think it's the worst case.
Do you?
scenario. What would be worse?
Paying him $25 million for 4 years.
Well, yeah, but okay, but that wasn't going to happen. I don't think.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. That's the worst case scenario.
Of the realistic ones, I think this is worst case scenario.
It's not good.
It's absolutely bad.
All right. The wait is over, everybody. Back on the qualifying offer with the Sixers. And here we are.
You two got to talk because I got to publish this.
Yeah, here we are. So look, everybody, we want to let you all know that, first of all, we're going to overtime. We thank everybody on the television side. If you want to continue browse, we're going to keep that going at all. So getting a balloon payment, not getting a deal like Jonathan Kuminga, which we just talked about, or any long-term extension, we are talking about it at allphl.com.
15 likes. Thank you. Thank you.
Back tomorrow after the game at 3 p.m. to discuss preseason game number 1 for the Sixers and anything we have updated on Quentin Grimes.
So, Derek, can you walk people through all the machinations in terms of how it hurts his trade value and kind of the market that unfolds from here with regards to Quentin Grimes?
So, I mean, the no trade clause that comes with any 1-year deal. You get an automatic no trade clause. You can then negotiate that out of the contract. So you can ask them to basically waive the contract at the time of signing it. That's what was it? Cam Thomas, they were trying to do with Cam Thomas, where they would give him an extra $2 or $3 million. But that condition to that is you have to waive that no trade clause. So waiving the no trade clause, or not having that no trade clause waived up front is a big deal. But even if you were to waive that later on in the season, because his salary is so low at
Are they going to bring up Yabu?
$8.7 million. Again, anytime you have a veteran on a 1-year contract who then waives that no trade clause and is traded, they lose bird rights. So then a team that wants to bring him back would only have non-bird rights, which you can only offer a starting salary of 20% higher than his current one. So he'd have a starting salary next year of like maybe $10.5 million for a max. That
I'm
is
just
not
waiting
what
for
he's
them to
looking
bring
for.
up
So no
Yabu.
team is going to try to trade for him as anything more than a rental. And that severely, severely, severely kills your trade value. And again, the Sixers right now, in terms of matching salary, unless you want to get into like the Jared McCain of it all, and I don't think anybody listening to this really wants Jared McCain traded, you really only have now Andre Drummond and Kelly Oubre, about $12 million in total salary that you can use to match in a trade. Again, because of all of the CBA rules, which we won't get into now, you have to be able to match salary. And oftentimes, if you're over an apron, have to be able to send out more salary than you take back. Having these mid-sized contracts really gives you flexibility and, to steal a hinky phrase, optionality. So now they're sitting here with,
I'm sick of optionality, man.
look, I'm playing to our audience.
That's one of those. Put that in the rant jar as optionality.
For 48
And
has some pretty good future first round picks at their disposal. They have very little to actually execute a trade with. So you lose not only, Quentin becoming an unrestricted free agent next summer, and probably, quite frankly, unless you overpay him, he's not going to want to come back. You also really lose the ability to trade him this year. So all you get is a player for a season that we don't really know how it's going to shake out. And again, I think being able to trade Quentin at a positive trade value was almost more important in a world where Joel Embiid isn't on the court frequently, because you need a way to recoup assets to try to build your core around Maxey and McCain and Edgecombe. And this could have been a huge one. I think this is an absolute outside of like a $25 million deal. I think this is pretty close to a disaster. And as I said yesterday, it's one thing to look at it and be like, okay, why not a balloon payment? Why not a $14 million 1-year payment? There's only one downside to that. There's only one.
Josh Harris loses
Harris's
helicopter
pocketbook.
fuel money.
So no matter what they say here, the fact that they were unwilling to do that, and quite frankly, I think we're speculating here. I think Quentin would agree to waive that no trade clause if you gave him an extra $5 million. If they're unwilling to do that, they're telling you in bright blinking lights, we don't want to pay the luxury tax. So now you're going to be about $7 million.
guys, this is getting too long. I'm going to up the speed. We're going to put it at 1.75.
Luxury tax. The season goes sideways. Look for Kelly Oubre to be dumped.
I want to reiterate what I laid out on yesterday's show, where we talked almost exclusively about Quentin Grimes. I think this is a failure for everyone, right? Derek has laid out
Thank you.
just now and in general the luxury tax ducking possibilities that this is setting up, the animosity that he has for that whole justification for this. And we've all said the Sixers should have moved off of 4 for 39 is a ridiculous offer, right? It is not, it was a fine. We start here. You ask for 25, we offer 10 a year. And at some point in the summer, you reach a middle ground. To never, as far as we know, as far as we can tell, move from that position. That's bad.
I wonder how the players are going to feel about this, man. I wonder how the players are going to feel about this. Harris needs money to fuel his jet so he can go to the island. True.
It's inexcusable. And it's just as inexcusable for Quentin Grimes to sit there the whole summer and be like, I want 25. Okay, would you take this? And then just keep saying, I want 25 and not move and not show any sort of flexibility on the long-term stuff, right? And I think for him, this sets up a ton of risk. I've brought up the Nerlens Noel thing in the past, right, where he had $70 million on the table. He didn't end up making even half of that the rest of his career as playing on the qualifying offer. There are success stories, right? Like Ben Gordon is a guy I brought up in the story I wrote for allphlY.com where he played on the qualifying offer and
I forgot about Ben Gordon.
and made, I believe it was like 55 or 60 million, signed with the Detroit Pistons after a big year with the Bulls. So there are success stories. But if you just look at the landscape, I just don't know how you get to anywhere approaching that number with VJ Edgecombe, with Jared McCain, with Tyrese Maxey here, and with the message that the Sixers are sending by making these offers in the first place, that if you're not enough of a priority to give you a lot of money, why do you think you're going to be a priority to get a lot of minutes, to get a lot of opportunities, to get that money in the future? So I think both sides have pretty wildly misplayed their hands. Quentin in the sense that I don't think that money is out there in the future, but the Sixers in a more important sense, I think, because he's a good player. You need good players on the team. You need guys who, I said yesterday, set the standard that Tyrese Maxey is talking about. When Joel Embiid is hurt or Joel Embiid is just out, Paul George is having a rest day, Paul George is missing 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month.
Quentin Grimes can definitely set the standard. I'll give him that.
With a knee injury, whatever it might be, you need people who are available, talented, and productive. And whatever you think about Quentin Grimes and his estimation of himself and his worth, he is a good basketball player. He had a full wire-to-wire good season last year and has multiple seasons of productive role player play in different team contexts. I do not understand the line that they drew in the sand unless this guy was just completely unreasonable and saying, I will not take a cent less than whatever, 22, 23, 24, $25 million a year. That's the only scenario where they come out of this looking defensible. And I can't imagine that's it. We'll see when the dust settles.
So from the story, since Shams
I really want to know how the teammates feel
on Wednesday. As we talked about, Grimes' side indicated they desired a contract in the $30 million range early on. They then shifted from 20 to 25 million based on the story, which we've talked about in the past. Never came to anything there. Bauman, though, also says in Sham's story that the Sixers' first formal offer was on September 24th, which we pushed back on that one.
The formal offer thing is
for
nonsense.
39. Days later, Grimes was offered a 1-year deal, according to them in the story, $8.8 million instead of the $8.7 million that
Come
gave
on,
him
dude.
$100,000 more than his qualifying offer in order to waive the no trade clause. Those frameworks were declined.
That might be the most infuriating detail in
Yes.
this entire story, because that is a slap in the, like,
Yes.
that is the line where you are almost literally slapping him in
You
the face
want
with
him
that.
to take the qualifying.
Yeah,
offer.
that you're telling him, take the qualifying offer. We don't care about you.
Also, on Wednesday, Bauman says they offered the Sixers a 1-year framework with a balloon payment of $17 million while waiving the no trade clause, and a 2-year deal at $34 million with a player option. Both were rejected, Bauman said, by the Philadelphia 76ers.
So again, 17, to circle back to what Derek
17.
said earlier, 17, the only reason that you would not greenlight that, the only thing that impacts is luxury tax, right? That takes you over the first apron,
Yeah.
Derek, but you're like $4 or $5 million short of the second apron.
They're
I
currently
believe.
21 under the second apron.
Yeah, so a $17 million balloon payment, you are $4 million, let's say, just napkin math, under the second apron, which is the real, like, you run into real problems with the second apron.
Yep.
So
Get back to the
it looks really bad on the Sixers end.
So
It
with
looks
that,
really bad.
that's why I was saying go back to the $100,000 to push it to
The 100.
8.8.
So again, you have to verify
Again,
these
it's
things,
all-
and this
this
will
is
be a
all-
lot of
yes.
he said, he said.
100%.
Of course, the agent is going to.
As I said, I'm reading
play
from the
this,
story, and the
yes.
agent is speaking through Sean is speaking
That's
through the agent.
absurd, though.
But if that is true, that is one of the most ridiculous things I could imagine them doing, right? To not even be like, we'll give you 10 million, we'll give you 9 million, like $100,000. Like, look, if you came to me today, tomorrow, like, I could get you another $100,000. I'd be a very happy man. But my base salary, breaking news, is not $8.7 million.
Right.
And I'm also not asking for $25 million or $20 million, whatever it is. That's ridiculous. There is no justification of that.
No, it
And I don't really, honestly, there's nothing I even
But
really
that's
can
just
say
like
other
with-
than that.
with the
There's
four-
no way to justify
the
that.
4 for 39 when we talked about that and said no way you offer him that after you just turned down what he turned down in Dallas at 4 for 33 or whatever it might have been, and now 4 for 39 when he played like that, and seeing what he did for the basketball team when you needed him most and what that could project out to be, where he's still 24, 25 years of age, and how he would fit within that backcourt rotation. No way.
Quentin Grimes is still a good player. I'll give him that. But I'm just mad about Yabu. That's the only thing I'm majorly mad at is Yabu.
Hey, that you offer that, and if that was real, that's a slap in the face too. But now you add this to it with $100,000 adding just to push you to 8.8. Man, it sounds much better than an 8.7. And
Yeah.
then the 2 for, what did I say, 2 for 34, also thrown at.
Yeah, our code's actually at 1.75. It's at 1.75. Gotta make it faster.
Them while he had 5 30-point games. He had 2 40-point games for them last year. Jeremy Kane is hurt right now, and what he could provide for you right now. You get to see what they could do as a 4-man rotation in that backcourt. That is a bit of a
Look, here's the thing.
take this or
If
leave
that
it.
was your offer
Is Grimes gonna start? Yes or no?
for a balloon payment,
Yeah.
you would have been better off just shutting the fuck up, right? And not offering
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
saying we're not doing a balloon payment.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous. It's like almost hard to believe that they would do that.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's like the equivalent of like, I'll give you 8.7 million and $1. It's like, who does that?
It's wild.
According
You
to
would
the
come
agent-
on, man.
You would
according to the
not
agent,
do
the
that just
Sixers
because you
would
don't want it to be leaked. Like, you know that's going
Right, you know it looks ridiculous on paper.
Yeah.
And that's where, so it set aside how the optics of it. Now you run into the situation you don't really want to run into when the guy's on the qualifying offer, the spite factor and the malcontent factor, right? This is no longer just like, we couldn't come to terms on an agreement. We were far apart, but ultimately, like, hey, we value it. And they're going to say all this, right?
Yeah.
All the spin that will come out is we really value Quentin as a member of the organization and blah, 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 blah. You can't play,
No.
like, that playbook doesn't work.
Actions
When
speak,
they
yeah.
said, hey, let's work out a balloon payment that works out for both sides, you said, 100K, best I can do. You look like the guy on Pawn Stars. You're like, someone brings in a family heirloom, and you're like, best I can do is 350. Like, best I can do is 100K. Like, it's just an insane thing to propose.
It is.
It really is. It really
It
is.
is.
I hope it's not true. Again, we're just sitting here live reacting to the one formal report that has come in. Other, like, I can confirm that
We got
he
one
signed
side.
the qualifying offer, but all the rest of this stuff,
We have one side.
But-
That's it. That's it.
come on.
So for the people who just got in here and you
All right, that's basically it. That's basically it there. I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna wrap this live stream up because I want to get a YouTube short out. I'm gonna say this right now. Grimes is a good player. They could not come up with a deal. They're like, here you go, we'll take it. How is that going to affect Grimes' play on the court? Is that going to affect the teammates on the court? Be like, yo, you wanted too much. Now you take the qualifying offer. I wonder how the players are going to feel. I wonder how the coaching staff is going to feel. That is the thing I'm wondering the most. With that being said, guys, like, subscribe, share for more Sixers content. And you guys tune in tomorrow. you guys tune in tomorrow at noon Eastern for the Sixers and Knicks live play-by-play in Abu Dhabi. So again, subscribe for more Sixers content right here on the channel, and Sixers play-by-play tomorrow at noon Eastern. I cannot do the game on Saturday, so to make it up to you guys, I will be streaming the Orlando Magic versus Miami Heat Saturday night. I will be streaming that to make it up to you guys. With that being said, guys, like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Appreciate the stream, guys. And like, share, subscribe. Peace.